Hey everyone, hope that you're well. It's Wednesday. Happy Homebrew Wednesday. Hi everyone, it's the Peanut here from the Peanut Brewery. I hope this finds you well and that you're having a fun week. So my beverage of choice today was difficult to come by because do I pour a Timothy Taylor, which is my Timothy Taylor Landlord clone, which I should do in honour of being named Britain's best beer today, or should I do the Kent Reminiscing 2 because I've got some supplies and I'm going to remake my smash. So, given that the Timothy Taylor was down in the bottom of all the boxes, I've decided to go for the Kent Reminiscing 2, of which this is it. It's just pouring out now. And we should talk about what we're going to talk about today. Cheers. That's a nice drop of beer. So, anyway, look what I've got. Stay over there. This is from Brew UK. I ordered it on Saturday because they gave me a nice tiny weeny little discount to say you haven't shopped with us in a while. More Brambling Cross. I've been pushed, I think, by some of the comments that I got for the Kent Reminiscing, which was my smash beer, and it went into the spring smash off. A lot of conversations were had on all of the reviews about it not being quite bitter enough, being overcarbed, and sometimes being at the top end at 5.6 or 5.8 on the ABV. So I've decided that I'm going to do a pure smash again using Brambling Cross. Then I was going to replicate it exactly, and of course you don't. So I've changed my yeast. I'm going to use, and you know that I have either hit and miss on this. This is a Y yeast, and this is London Ale 3. I kind of felt that I want it to be a lighter ale-y thing. So there we go, London Ale 3. Yes. Quite looking forward to using this. I'm either hit or miss with this, but I'm using that in the smash. And then I thought, oh, Marisotta, and I was like, I've used Marisotta on about everything that I've ever done. So I changed my mind, and I'm using something called Halcyon. I looked up Halcyon on the web, and it's supposed to give a slightly fruitier ale, as is the Y yeast. So yeah, I'm hoping that the fruits will come out of the Brambling Cross and the Halcyon malt, which was really in the summer vein of the Kent Reminiscing, the original Kent Reminiscing. It's going to be a light body. I'm aiming for 4%, which is 1% down from what it was. And I think I have got my Beersmith sorted. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take you to have a look at Beersmith with me, and we're going to talk it through, and you may see bits where I'm going wrong. So we're going to go over this way. Okay, so this is my Kent Reminiscing 3. This is my Halcyon malt that I've put in. The EBC I've put in the middle because it says 2 to 5, so I've put it in at 3. It does have a B, B, E, but I can't see that on here. I might be going slightly bananas. So anyway, I've done that. You can see that I'm hopping throughout the boil, 60, 40, 20, 10 and at 0. Y yeast, my ales. Now, I want a 4%, so I've got a 4%. I want a high bitter, which I think I've got there, but not overly outside of the special range. Table sugar, nice and carbed. We might take the carbing down just a little bit. So this is my mash. So 10 litres for a 23 pre-boil. So 10 litres, 1 litre, 8 litres, 8 litres. Does that sound right to you? And that was set up by the single infusion medium body. And then obviously fermentation. Now, the one thing I did put in was last time I had a brew house efficiency of 71%. And I put that back in on this. Is that right? Is there anything else I should be looking at? You let me know. And I will, I'd be very happy to talk you through. Thank you very much. Let's go back to what I did earlier. Last week I talked a little bit about wort chilling. I can't believe the number of people that have left me comments and talked about it. It seems to be one of your favourite topics. So Dan ABA basically summed everything up. The idea that I had, which was this idea of having PVC piping in my bucket and then pumping the wort just around that so that I didn't use huge amounts of water, sort of almost like a counterflow wort chiller. He thinks, okay, fair enough, but you might as well just buy a wort chiller from Harry Brew. And Harry Brew 69 and Idle Valley Brewing, I've got some little bits of stock off of them, and I've got some more piping that's on its way. I can't wait. Grant Baker, this idea of no chill. Now, that's interesting. The reason I don't want to try and do a no chill or the no chill cube is because I already do my brew over 2 days. So I do my mash, I let the wort completely chill out overnight because I tend to find I don't have enough time, and then I boil the next day and then would leave it another 24 hours chilling before you then pitch it. Kind of, I don't know. Cheshire Homebrew. He had some really good ideas. So he has 2 2-litre bottles of ice that he puts into a bucket and then puts his chilling wort in, I'm assuming in his boil can, into that bigger bucket and chills it down that way. John Harris, again, no chill. Time for another one. Again, he talks about counterflow chilling, which mine would be so basic. It's not technically counterflow, but we'll see. Another method he uses is to recirculate. The cooled wort is added back to the kettle, helps cool the entire volume of wort and the pitching temperature. Jeff Stratford, you're absolutely right. You cannot change the laws of physics. He uses an immersion chiller and just says, get on with it. And I don't blame him. Russ Giles, yes, I keep fish. No, you can't look at my fish tank because I haven't cleaned it out. I promise you, pictures of fish either at the end of this or next week. But I'll let you know how this goes. John Berry talked about recycling immersion. The time for another one. who's also commented. Brewmaster Ben says, you know, give it a go. And Brewmaster Ben, you'll like this. I don't think you can see it, but I did exactly what you said. Permanent marker on top of the cap, K2. Kent reminiscing too. I'm just a muppet for not doing it before. I then had a good comment. I can't find it on here. I will find out who you are. Who actually has used an immersion water chiller and has worked out actually how much it costs for Thames water. And he believes that for the 30 minutes that you run the chiller, the volume of water that you're putting through the chiller will cost you 20p. So actually, am I worrying about the right things here? I mean, and it's a very good point. I will try and find your details and I'll put it below. Thank you for that. You're absolutely right. You know, am I worrying too much? It just seems a shame putting water down the bath. Anyway, talked a lot. We've done a lot on Beersmith. I'm going to be making beer this week. Yay! I will take video for you, and you and I will actually check next week through the use of Beersmith again to see whether or not I've got all my settings right and whether or not this makes a light pale ale, 4%, and that it's yummy. Anyway, I've talked enough that I haven't even drunk half my beer. I wish you an absolutely amazing week. Happy Homebrew Wednesday, everybody, and see you next week.